Hi, I'm Jinx,
And I'm Delco.
and welcome to Anyland. Welcome to the Underground. This is a big project world that Delco, Emily, and I all did in the early days of Anyland in 2017. Yes,
17.
right. We actually have a plaque over there. I'll read it. We kept track of the dates, actually. This was a big, popular world. Also, it was actually big. We were running up, this is the first time we were running up against Anyland's limits, and we decided to end this world when we were hitting certain limits that we could see showing up in the area's box. So that was fun. In 2017, the early days of Anyland, Delco had invited Emily and I to take part of his Mos Eisley Cantina replica project world, which was awesome, and we had a lot of fun doing. And then I had been stewing this idea of the underground, what it became eventually, and thinking like, it'd be awesome to have a couple of cool people to work with to make it larger than I could just do myself something. And after that project world, I was like, yes, Delco and Emily are the people I want to be around all the time, and we've been friends for years, which is awesome. So that worked out. This place worked out really well. We're going to take a tour through the whole thing. Right now, to begin, you see this is very odd kind of room. This is what we called the council room. When we completed the world, we decided to build one more room, which is actually two of the mod rooms opened up together. This was our hangout spot. We used to hang out here some evenings, and we could keep track of people who come into the world, which is always fun because they could just explore the underground, and we'd be here just chilling. And you can see the TV over here and the couch. Yeah, because I can't point so well. Anyway, we used to watch YouTube videos, and I remember Emily showing us her sister's band recording videos. That was always fun. So, yeah, I'm going to cover the council room teleporter over there, and then we're going to just actually start the proper tour. So I'm going to turn off this camera and go to my point of view. It's Delco! And we each made chairs for ourselves. So there's Emily's chair. Of course, it's pink. Some things we have from, the underground. And behind Delco are some fun posters.
We were best to look at the new image importer.
That's right. Oh, allowing
Brand new.
images to import.
We just imported everything.
Right. Not including the Ace of Spades, which was a part thing that I made.
Right.
It just happened to be a good size. You're right. We did do Skyrim Portal too. Yeah. So just to start this here. Okay. Yeah. These placards, two of them actually, show up in the. Where is it? Oh, the gift shop. Right, because there's a gift. That's how fun and important and crazy we made this place. We actually made a gift shop in this space. Anyway, the underground design rules. Underground at all times. No sky, no outside, no horizon ever. You start under the ground and never surface. Hence the underground. 2. Low tech level. No electronics. Nothing modern, steampunk tech or less advanced. 3. No long-range teleports. That was important for me, I think. Don't disrupt the flow of exploring by disorienting the adventurer. So instead of doing like a teleport frame or pad that takes you somewhere else, no, you always can backtrack on foot to where you came from. 4. Part limits are really just guidelines. That's a early Anyland joke because it used to be the think parts in any given radius, or I guess, was like 500 parts. So when you filled up a room, per se, with things, you try to build something and then hit complete, and it would vanish. That would suck. Or you'd open up your inventory and pull something out and drop it, and it wouldn't. It would just vanish. It would still be in it would never show up in the world because you'd hit that limit. So we figured out if you run some distance away, whatever that distance was, we never had a hard number. We just ran away. You could pull it out in the void of space where nothing was, and then you could, in change things mode, grab it and drag it to where you wanted it to be. So just guidelines. Yeah, we were stuck by those hard part limits when we were building normally, but we figured out that little trick and we can get stuff in. So anyway, number 5, use emitted lights for everything. only use placed lights when necessary. So I have a tutorial video where I described what emitted lights are, and we called it Anyland's green energy. Anyland has a default 3 placed lights rule, where only 3 lights will be on if they're just placed at a time, the closest 3. So by doing emitted lights, we could guarantee that all the lighting happened at all times that was in your view. So that was pretty awesome. And then established March 12th, 2017, opened May 27th, 2017, build days 76. Yes, the 3 of us actually were building nightly for 3 whole months. Nightly, which was a big deal, especially in Anyland. That was a lot of fun, always meeting up every night. The only other thing left in the council room to show is the teleportation menu. Now, it's fancy. It's done in our Neon City kind of cyberpunk sci-fi way, which made it more fun. But specifically, they are touch teleports to these various locations within the underground. So the underground is this extensive, you'll see, path. And so sometimes you'd want to get someplace, End Cave, for example, or the Botanist Sanctum, which is way near the End Cave deep. Sometimes you just want to go there. Just jump there and see it and play around with it. So we had that fun setup. So if you're ready, we will start the proper tour. And just grab a black...
As a note,
What? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not sure these names were ever put anywhere in the world itself.
You're
These are
right.
Internal names
Yeah, you're right, because
places, which isn't stated anywhere.
you're totally right about that. Because I think Alchemist and Botanist Sanctums might have little signs above them.
They do have signs.
Crystal Lake never did, that's for sure. Adventurers Hub at the bar did have a plaque. Definitely not. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, actually, I think Crystal Lake's the only one.
Right.
The other
Oh,
ones have
the
signs.
warden's office did.
It's been a
and
while.
Cave. Sure. But yeah, those are the underground canon names for different locations. So yeah, black flame candle to the start.
Black flame candle.
You got one? Cool. Cool. So if you see Delco just kind of came down. The council room is north, above, like way high in the sky up there. In the underground, there's, as stated in the rules placard, there's no outside. There's no window. There's no seeing out. You're always in caves. You're always enclosed. So the area sky is pitch black. It's a void of black. More black than Delco's setup.
I'm going to be hard to see.
Well, no. Actually, once we have torches out,
Oh, true.
and yeah, you light up well. Anyway, the council room is actually way up in the sky. Ooh, nice. And it's surrounded by a black, basically cube walls, 6 walls, on all sides, which are liquid. And even though emitted transporting is now turned off, the old thing where people could have a like grappling hook, emitted gun that would shoot a thing, and then you like that sticky thing, and then you hit the trigger again, you teleport to that thing, would not be viable, because even if you did glitch out of the walls and you were in the void and you knew where to shoot where the council room was, good luck. If you shot anything that was going to be sticky for the emitted transporting thing, it would just die the instant it touched the liquid wall. So then you couldn't do your teleport thing. So in that sense, we were kind of protected and kept ourselves protected in the early Anyland days from anyone trying to be tricky by, I don't know, cheating, whatever. So this is where you start in the underground. The normal spawn point is this little room. This view shows up a few places. It's very recognizable to most people. If you teleported in and you were facing this wall, I just put a sign that says behind you. And I remember when we first built this, and Philip asked if we could extend this space this way. Because if you spawned in here and you happen to be stepped aside from your center point, you could be glitched in the wall and it would not be a good experience. So we're like,
Right.
yeah, of course. Easy. We'll just extend the wall and add the... Easy. I remember that. I thought, okay, cool. No, it's good. Oh, I got the chain. So, trapdoor. I just kind of like the idea that you might have come from whatever's up there and gotten dropped in here and you could never ever go back, which I think kind of set with the whole idea of you don't know where you are because you never see outside, you never have a frame of reference. So it's like, well, who knows where that is? And now we've kind of exposed on the Space Station Ravenswitch tutorial I did after we were building.
Yeah, canonically.
Canonically, the underground takes place inside an asteroid in the future. Which I love that, inside an asteroid in the future. Not on Earth, not on any terrestrial normal place. Even though this seems like it would be, it's not what you think it is. And that trapdoor would lead up to the entrance, which would be way up, and then into the space station kind of lab experimental wing itself. So that's fun. Let's see. So this view, you start, and of course it's very dark because, of course, lights are only what we gave people. So you would normally come up here, and it would say, it's dangerous to go alone. Here, take this. Put a copy in your inventory. Yes, Zelda reference, of course. So grab it. It's a torch. Oh, very good, very good. It's a torch. Now we are well lit, and you show up much better. You're black on black, so. There's also another note, and it says, and take this as well. You're definitely going to need it. Oh, sorry. It says Jinx because that's me, but it'll say your name. Someone got to it before you. When? When it was still safe. So, theoretically, there was something else chilling here, whatever it was, and you can't have it. Sorry. I always like doing those jokes, you know. The important part is the torch. It's important for light. You're going to need it. And it's important to light candles. Remember, because the flame is parts.
Right.
Not like the Underground 2 torch. So, it doesn't face up like a real flame would. Anyway, we fixed that with the Underground 2 torch later. This is one way you can go. I'm not going to go this way. We're going to take the door. But I just want to show it. In the early days of VR, let's say, we had this idea that, like, you should crawl under here. Like, you should actually get down and crawl through here. I'm not going to go this way, but there's a note, light candles with a torch. So you touch it, it lights. Okay? And you come through here. So early VR games would often actually take advantage of the full VR presence. And yeah, you might have to crawl. And that's pretty cool. It also turned out to be a pain in the butt.
Yeah. I always wanted to do crawling, but
right.
When in practice, it's never as cool as it sounds.
That's what I got out of it, too.
This was the first time I ever tried it.
Right. Because you made this spot, well, I made that spot.
Yeah.
So you can just crawl, or crouch down, honestly, and get through there to where we're going. But we'll go through here without crouching, so none of us have to crouch. So you made this Latin plaque.
Yeah, it just says, like, why would you bother translating this?
That's right.
I can't remember verbatim what it says,
but it was something like that.
Yeah.
Which is fun. So if, in case anyone actually sat there and started typing it into a translator, which is fun. I do want to point out, it's visible with you, low ceiling always feels good. We do this, of course, in our Haunted Worlds, we always did low ceilings when appropriate. And this was the first time there was some claustrophobic, I would say, spots. So low ceiling feels good. Don't mind this hole. There's an Anyland ring. Oh, that's probably the first dislocated Anyland ring in Anyland. Definitely in our world. We do, yes. And you have one on you. We're gonna need that. Yep, in a minute. Nice. Woohoo! We'll show that when we get to the library. So going down this path, another sign that says light candles with the torch. That way, we teach you that you, yes, can do that. It creates light, and in the first puzzle room, you're going to need to be lighting. So, come through here. Make sure I'm centered. There's a door. Oh, I believe this door was in my Subthings videos. I just demonstrated how it worked. You get to the door and there's no mechanism to open it. But one brick is slightly lighter gray at the perfect height for your hand to touch. And then we step into the Adventurer's Hub. Yes, this was, I would say, like many D&D things, you start in a tavern before you go out adventuring. In this case, you start at the Adventurer's Hub. You could chill here if you didn't even want to go to the dark, spooky paths, or not. You could actually start going, or you just chill here. So, okay, so that way to the gift shop. I'd like to go there at the end because, well, it's pretty obvious. There are going to be lots of references in there to the whole thing. So to start, we have a fountain. The fountain has a hand holding a big gem, which seemed like a neat thing. The fountain used to be full of coins, and then we hit part limits so fast and hard. Remember, I was deleting like anything that was superfluous. Like we can't. Also, the puzzle wing. We won't go down there, but I'll just show it real quick. Switches. You'll know it when you got it. So Emily created the whole puzzle wing that's beyond this, and these are switches. You flip the switch, you flip a switch, and you know it when you got it. One switch will open that wall to shift aside to get to the next spot. There are several different puzzles and 2 dark mazes. They're better with a torch, of course. I just wanted to cover that. The switches were so many that they were eating up the part count right in this space, so those needed to exist. Coins in the fountain did not. So
best practices had not yet been established.
Right, exactly.
Optimization.
Yeah, we hadn't gotten to, and Shoat didn't exist yet.
No, it didn't.
I mean, if Shoat existed, I would have done Shoat on every single one of these coins to like 1 meter, so they only render when you're literally looking in the fountain. But whatever. Yeah, that was a long time ago. This is actually a YouTube player. You can see where it's popped out and it's not the thing. And we each had suggested songs that you could play in the background and listen to as ambient music as you go. And that's cool. And people used to pull up whatever songs they wanted, so that's fine
Surround
too.
sound briefly, but
It was.
people started to
Oh, that's
play random
right.
music.
You know
I think we disabled.
We
it
disabled.
on
Oh
the
yeah.
Opening night.
The opening night, we were in the council room, and 3 of us were watching videos ourselves, and then all of a sudden the videos kept getting canceled out. And we're like, what the hell's going on? And then we realized people were actually using this, which is cool, but the way Anyland was structured with the YouTube plugin, or the YouTube player, whatever it is, you can only have one in an area playing at a time. So yeah, I think you're right. We disabled this one just so we, the 3 of us, could have fun in our hangout space. Anyway, so we'll move on. Puzzle Wing, all Emily and you, and amazing. It leads to the end, just like the labyrinth mode, but it's all puzzles. It's one puzzle after another in rooms, and it's very tricky. It's very fun. Lots of hard
2
work.
different creative approaches to
Yes.
the concept.
Exactly that. You're right, because it was kind of like, okay, I'm going to make stuff this way, and you and I were making the labyrinth, and it kept going. And then Emily's like, oh yeah, I'm going to make puzzles. And we're like, sweet, do that. Go that way. So we kind of veer off that way. So part-wise, things spread out a little and don't render all at the same time. And, she went to town with the puzzles, which are awesome. And we were going crazy with actual, caves and just that kind of stuff. So, yeah, so there's a little step up here and some benches and a staff and a sword. Adventurer's Hub. Was this sword modeled after
Rec Room
Sword? Okay, yeah. Haha, it's fun. Oh yeah, it's got the sound. Yeah, the chunkiness and the sound which is fun. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, kind of D&D-ish. There's a sword and a staff that are chilling. Literal bar that people can hang out at and actually play bartender or, I don't know, dungeon master, let's say. That spot there is where you come out of from the ducking area. It gets narrow and tight, and yeah, I'm not going down there. We'll do your little, well, it's a hole in the wall, so that's why I say it's little. But you made this path at the start, so you squeeze in through here, and you better have a torch because it's too dark to see without the torch.
Yeah, this is the only cave that I made. It's not fun.
Oh, it's not fun. It's
Yeah, well.
got a cool concept to the end here. So,
Well, I mean, rather the process of creating a cave.
oh no, I know. I created so many. I know how not fun it can be. It's
This
hilarious.
place is, various updates messed with the creative direction of this, the artistic direction.
That's
This is
right.
sort of just a random idea I had.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just wanted to do the Indiana Jones 3 invisible walkway thing,
Exactly.
and I did it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no real reason. The room you
Mhm.
proceed into at the end there, you can see it.
Yep.
Going crazy back there.
Yeah.
That was me just playing with particles.
Right.
No real rhyme or reason. I just needed to have a reason to have the bridge, the invisible bridge that you can as
Get
you can
there.
see, step across.
Right.
The
And
hint being that the water drops down and
yeah.
indicates there's a platform.
There it is. There it goes.
The particles over there are broken. They
Right.
used to be slow or even frozen entirely, but
Right. I'm gonna step in and
some
turn
update
around.
sped them up,
Yeah.
and I liked it, so
oh
I
God.
kept it.
Oh, it's disorienting. But yeah, one of the particle updates but changed particles that were already in place. So, yeah, because they were just like slow, small stars, I think, right?
Yeah, I think this whole place was really just
Void.
like an unchecked notion. I just wanted to make something.
It was
I made
cool.
it. No,
No.
it doesn't really mesh with the rest of the world.
Which
But
is fine.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
Just
all
an
good.
experiment in particles. I think particles
Yeah.
were kind of new,
They were.
or like the new particle system.
Yes. Instead of the old style ones, like
Yeah.
my blue hair and your black particles from your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's step out of here. 'Cause it is disorienting right now.
Yes.
We'll run to the library because that's still in the Adventurers Hub at the start. Okay, where are we going? Yep. I also like this being so dark, even at the labyrinth. It reinforces the fact that you should have a torch, just like we told you to
Mhm.
take at the beginning. Like, you could see if I didn't have a torch, you can't. We didn't add lights back there, except when you got to the 2 torches by the invisible spot. So it curves, so it's just not even a straight shot. So you're screwed if you do not have a torch. Good gameplay reinforcement, I would say. So to the library, which is right here. Oh, the study. Excuse me. I always thought it was the library because of the books. And I know this door moves fast. Yep. It closes quickly. And it doesn't. No, that's what it does. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember you and Emily were working on this when I started the path. The Ventures Hub, I think I was detailing. This is one mod room. You'll see a couple more.
Right. One of the first appearances of the mod room.
It is. Yes. This room itself, the ceiling, the floor, the walls are all one thing, and all the brickwork. With the holes in each wall, each of the 4 walls, holes, to place a door or a filler piece. So it's a filler piece with shelves, And back there's just a filler piece that's brickwork, and yeah. So we started deploying these in different places. It made it so much faster and easier to do rooms outside of caves. So this was the first, yeah. These show up in many of our worlds in different ways. I know the wine cellar you made for House on the Haunted Witch House 3 was 2 mod rooms with 1 wall knocked out. Even the gift shop is at least 2 or 3 mod rooms with walls
Yeah,
knocked
it's a
out.
couple.
But they're red. We just color changed it. So
Mhm.
very handy. Very easy to use. So there are a bunch of book titles. They're all fun, aren't they? How to Have and Keep the High
Oh,
Ground
yes.
by Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes. All the jokes at the time, right?
Yep, somewhat of a time capsule.
Which is lovely.
the humor at the time.
Yes. Yes.
And some just general.
Fun, right? What's the big red one? Everything you've ever done wrong by your conscience. Oh, that's brilliant. I haven't read these in so long, right? And then
before inner glow text was
right,
or rather non-inner
right,
glow.
right, was really available for
existed.
text. You're right. All text was glowing,
Glows.
which we would not. Well, we stopped doing right after this anyway. So when, okay, did we hide the books and make this before the quest thing came out? We did, didn't we? Because I think the quest.
Yeah, this predates the quest.
Yeah,
the
that's
book
right.
idea was
when we made this
during the original development.
And then we added the quest. Okay, yeah, and then I added that to complete it. So, in the underground, to do this, find lost books. Find the Adventurer's Guide to Finding Lost Books. That's a good first book to find. 2, How to Job for Dummies. Yes. 3, A Guide to Actually Fighting Me. So, we hid 3 books in this world with those titles. And the idea was like, oh, kind of scavenger hunt for fun. Like, see if you can find them. Let us know. And then Philip added the quest feature to Anyland, which kind of like an MMO RPG or something. It's just a quest that you go into the boards and you say the underground. And you go into that board and you can see the first description is like, find 3 books. And when you click on it, it teleports you basically here, or wherever the quest is. And then it kind of like an MMO adds to your quest log kind of thing. So it kind of says like, yes, I'm on this quest. If I complete it, credit me. And on that board, it'll show the name of everyone as a completed, everyone who did complete it. It's kind of like a high score sheet kind of thing or something like that. So I had gone back here after that became available, kind of to hype it up. Since it was a new feature, I was like, let's use it. Let's not just be a feature that's forgotten about kind of thing. And some people were using it. I was like, we already had something like that fits perfectly. So then I made this pedestal with 2 skulls. You can light the candles, whatever. And 3 holographic spots where you can place each book in order on this pedestal. When you do that, 1 and then 2 will show up and then 3 will show up. When you do all 3, you get credit for the quest. I thought that was great. I thought that was wonderful. Mm-hmm. It was already easy.
To date, 2 people other than us have finished the quest.
Oh, okay. That's funny. It was a late edition. Yeah. This place was super popular in early days of Anyland. So yeah, that was a late edition, so I'm not really surprised. So one last thing I want to show in here is not that, but if you can pull off your extra Anyland ring and unlock the thing and do the thing, and so yep. Okay, what did it do? I'll open the door again. It created a portal. We're not going to go through that. We're just going to let it despawn, which we should see when the glowing ends. But we've explained how much power you can have with an extra Anyland ring. So in places, we created these devices. I'll just show it up real close. You can see it's got the spot where an Anyland ring would meet. And just push in. So when he did add the extra Anyland ring, it created a portal. Now that portal, which has since despawned, I can step out actually, that actually takes you to the secret above the waterfall spot, where one of the hidden books are. So that was kind of like our inside fun thing that we can get to that real fast and whatever. We'll show how to get there legit as we go. So let's go into the labyrinth. Okay. So it's dark. You can't see what's down this hallway at the end. But you don't have to go far because there's a door. We'll enter the door as we do. And it's dark. Oh yeah, it's dark. Come on in. All right. It's dark. And that door is going to close as it does. And it'll stay dark. Until, yep, you got the right idea. Right? So there are candles all over this room. Candles, candles, candles. And you've already been taught that you can light candles. So maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe you want to light these candles, right? And you'll notice, because they are emitted lights, they are giving off light, and this room is not quite so dark anymore. Awesome, so beneficial. Good, I would say, gameplay design, right? You come into a dark room, you've been taught how to light candles, and you start lighting candles. Now it's not so dark. Oh, it all makes very good, logical, plain sense. And what you want to do is you want to keep lighting all of them. That one specifically opens that door. So I know some people thought you actually did have to light every single one, and you don't. It's actually just one that triggers the script. I think if we redesign this in later Anyland, we might make it so you have to light maybe 2 specific ones, and we would probably do something more tricky than just one. So this space is actually 3 mod rooms, the door broken off, and I want to just show real quick space. And okay, so that door's locked, and there's vines on some of these torches, which are really cool. But if you follow the path, you'll notice they're up the wall, and especially if you have a torch, you can see it, a green switch. I'm not going to flip that yet. I'll let you flip it.
Yeah.
So you flip that. Door off here, and this door is also locked. So notice that you've been locked in here. What the heck? How do you get out? And what's fun is if you think, because remember, use your brain. There's a gray switch right here underneath the shelf holding the little keg. So yeah, if you want to switch to that one, I'll switch to this one. So each switch doesn't open its own room's door. It opens the other room's door. So that was extra fun. And then switch to get back, of course, on either. And they do the same thing. You can tell they're color-coded green. Yeah, so this is one of the double mod rooms. Hit it again. Oh, hit the switch.
Yes.
Oh no, it actually does that one. Okay, so this one will open this one. We
You
weren't...
reach through the wall and hit those switches.
Nowadays? Yeah, you probably could, actually. Yeah, you totally could. Yep, you're clipping to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, in later designs, we would have moved it down the side a little more so it was less obvious or something, but all good. This is a double mod room. This is 2 mod rooms where the wall that side on either side was just removed. Yeah, just point that out. This was kind of like, a construction room. People were making things. And specifically, somebody made the rope gun. Your rope gun, which is a beautiful, beautiful tool. With video game alert sparkles. Let people know they should grab it. Do you want to grab it? And I'll keep the torch as we go. And then if you fire it, it just fires a projectile. Which doesn't seem to do much. It just shoots. Fun. But we'll see there's a dead end up there, and there won't be much to do, and you should very quickly be able to figure out you're going to need that. So we'll move on. I'm going to light candles as we go because I always thought it was just super cool. So bottles on the shelves. That's a quick indicator of what's about to happen in the next room. Just a visual. Like, oh, glass bottles on shelves. Yeah, okay, that's normal for right here. Okay, cool. So I'll open the door. And move in. Something broke. Bottles on shelves. Broken glass. Oh, okay. So, long before we did haunted anything, that was a surprise. I wouldn't call it a jump scare. And one thing we always said was like, the underground, despite being dark and ominous, has no jump scares whatsoever. I remember we had to tell a few people, like, it's safe. Promise. The only spooky thing at all was a large spider in the basement of the botanist sanctum house. And it didn't do anything. It just was there. So this is a mod room again. You might be able to tell. But there are two large, I don't know, cubes, just walls in there. So the whole thing's a mod room, but then these are separate things just put in to change the shape of the whole thing. So, again, making it modular. Wow, good idea. So moving along, I love the look of this room. This room just, I don't know, I guess the rocks bordering the pit, and I don't know, just the presentation of this room, I really enjoyed. So when you come in here, you see there's a pit, and you're like, oh, I don't know if it shows in the video, I can just barely see the bottom of that because it's lit, but it's really dark. Oh, what is that up there? It looks like rope with a little dangling piece, and it's got the video game, sparkles to alert me to something. Go for it. Right? Oh, you hit it, and it drops the rope because it's a rope gun. That's what it does. So now you can get down here. You can actually try to think. I'm just gonna touch it. Yep. Okay. You touch it, and it teleports you down. That's right. I had tried to make that climbable. Yeah, you could clip out. It was disorienting.
Stuck, so
yeah, we wanted.
Actually, I think I did the rope.
You did. I know you did the rope.
I did
yeah.
the rope animation.
That's true.
And I tried. The initial idea was for it to be climbable.
That's it. The rope is going to be climbable, but you could get stuck in the walls. Is it? Oh, you can go back up.
It's very easy to get stuck.
Yes. Yeah, there you are. You're clipping right through it. Yep. Oh, good demo. Yep. Okay, so don't get stuck. That's right, because it's swinging. That's fine. You can see up, and if you were somehow down here, if you were in the jail cell in the warden's cave, I used to have a gun that could send people there. If they backtracked, if they had the rope gun in their inventory, because there's no other place to get it but up there, then they could shoot up there and actually get to the beginning, but otherwise they were lost in the underground. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you come down here, and now you're done with the puzzle rooms. You're in the caves of the underground. So, yeah, it's dark, like I said. Dead end, just kind of a little alcove there. We started doing colored candles. Oops. Colored candle flames, too, just for variety. So we're going to go down that way. But there's also this way. And this is just a dead end, I believe. Yes, dead end. Already pre-lit. So I'm going to light this candle. No, it's not a candle. There's no candle here. Pink
trick.
It is a trick. We'll come back to that place. We're going to go to this way. The water and the alchemist sanctum first. So you come out here. And there's water. Oh, neat. It's bubbling, like flowing water. And I'll just, light these guys. So these are the skulls I made for the underground, which I kept up for all of our haunted trails. I just like the boxy skull. I think it worked. I think it worked out well. So this room was always neat because it was different. It wasn't caves. It had an aqueduct feel, underground kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I was like, cool. This is built by people. And then you had a secret back here.
What did I put back here?
The Schwartz ring. I remember.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get that. Oh, nope. Sorry. I have a couch in real life in my way. Can you grab it?
I can just get it from my inventory.
Oh, even better. Okay.
Somewhere.
I was turned anyway from my space.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, you have it. Yes. Yeah. Nice. Just like in the movie Spaceballs, of course. So just, we've always enjoyed, it's not real liquid. We've always enjoyed doing Easter eggs every time, everywhere. So that was a good one. Hidden around the corner. No one would see it. So, good stuff. We'll move on to the Alchemist Sanctum. So we're in here, little cave. And just point, we're going to go that way. But I just want to point out this path real quick. Whew. So easy to get disoriented. That way, you can see the color change, more clay-like than rock. That leads directly to Crystal Cave. In fact, that's one pink crystal right there. This is a little dark room that will lead to where I said where the pink candle was, and we'll come back to it. That leads there. It's dark and it's small, but it has lots of things in the way. So, yeah, let's go back here. Going through here. I like this, just to break it up, move around. Yes, the Alchemist Sanctum. I've filmed up there before in some things. And there's a rope gun. Before we did refresher lanterns, it's like a refresher rope gun. And a big slime dude, because you'll see more of them. Why the rope gun? Well, guess what? You can't get very far. Once you get here, you can't teleport over there in the slime. So, come on over and give us a shot. Oh, can you get it from there?
Eventually.
Maybe. You got it! Okay. So fun. So now I can, teleport onto that, and from there...
There's a climbable rope.
Yeah, that's climbable. It has to be. So yeah, you come there, and then you can jump to here. And then we jump back on land. And we have little slime dudes! And they're coming at me. Oh no! They're following me! I had made the little slime dudes as, like, pets before pets were really a thing. They just slide on the ground, and they, look at nearest person, I think, and just move. And they spawn from the puddles. So, that's cool. This cave, I always liked it. You put the light up there just to illuminate it. But it's invisible light just to give it. Otherwise it's too dark.
This blue lighting with the windows up there, that's still very, very nice.
I love it.
To this day.
It's funny because this space came out smaller and different than I had envisioned when we started. But I love it. You're right. I love this blue light. The blue light is really neat. Yeah. And I know from previous films with the blue light, seeing the recordings, it's just like, wow, cool. So, what do we got? We have stained glass that I made out of parts, which was before you invented, like, actually good stained glass texturing years later. So, I was just like, oh yeah, I'm just going to throw some parts down and, it's good enough. And the door. Oh, I can't get in the door. And you know what? We don't know what. So what happens if you touch that?
Not much.
It sounds like it didn't work. Okay, well I'm going to touch the one on the other side. And we'll see what happens here, huh? Ah, not exactly a puzzle, but kind of a puzzle. You just need to push the right one. So this is the Alchemist Sanctum. Sanctum of the Alchemist, And so we wanted to make a little kind of alchemy shop that, why would it be in the underground? How weird. But kind of a D&D-ish kind of, adventure thing. Is just kind of like, well, deep in the underground, in this place that you can't normally get to, and it's dangerous, whatever. Yeah, Alchemist Sanctum. So we have a mod room and another mod room. And yeah, we have stuff. But it's all done up fancy. So a bunch of different color candles on the pillar. Some fun stuff on the wall. And that's the first time I made the fireflies, or whatever they're supposed to be, in a cage.
Oh, yeah.
Using particle effect.
These old pottery things I made, which I ended up fixing up with snap angle.
That's right. I can just tell, right? Yeah.
Kept using them all the way through to Castle Ravens, which I think.
Right, it's perfect. Just sometimes you need some jars to put on shelves. Stuff, more stuff. Wizard hat. Ah, interesting. A dagger. Some stuff. Oh, I wouldn't eat that. I would not eat that.
Never. Oh yeah, context laser.
Yeah. So then there's a note back here that says, "Watch the shop for me while I'm gone. I'm expecting something in the Crystal Lake," which is cool because it did actually name Crystal Lake. Wow.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
Okay, I
So
was
it is
mistaken.
named. Well, I didn't remember at all. But that also kind of explains why the alchemist or anything isn't actually here. because we weren't doing NPCs yet. Does that open up? No.
I feel like it does something.
I thought it was a music box, actually.
Well, I don't know. For some reason, the name is Ocean Man backward.
Oh.
I was definitely being silly. What was this?
I feel like
It has no script.
no script.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it was just a
Oh.
joke.
Well, I
'Cause-
made it today, apparently. I just pressed
Ah,
it.
right. I remember you did like to pull up Ocean Man when we were often listening to music videos and stuff, and it was driving Emily
Yeah,
crazy.
I wonder what the relevance it is to, it holds to this box.
I don't know. Maybe it's just you
Who's
named
to
it
say?
for fun. Yeah,
Years
Sounds
and years
cool.
ago now.
I know. So we'll move along. Oh, an Anyland ring. Uh-oh. Somebody else died in here? Yeah. So clearly, this is for transmutation, for alchemy. It's expensive. I hear it costs an arm and a leg. But yeah, I used this exact transmutation circle-y thing many times. It was just fun. What else is good in here? Potions that I've made over, well, at that point it was months, not over the years. So miscellaneous. Rainbow, rainbow potion. That's pretty. Confetti potion. Celebrate sparkles. I always really like this one. Just put sparkles in your face while shooting off some confetti. And they fade so they don't get too annoying. Magic shield puts a shield sticky around you. Oh, those are actually, drinkable. They are drinkable, even though they don't do anything. Fun. This is where I started doing the teleport potions. I thought that was a cool idea for VR, where if you wanted to teleport somewhere, you had a potion, you drink the potion, and I always did the old school particle effect coming off it, whatever color the potion was. But you drink a potion and you teleport somewhere. Like, you don't even see that normally in fantasy games or literature, I think. So I thought that was a pretty clever idea. And then I started doing teleport potions for everywhere. In all of our haunted worlds, you can find one. Well, actually, you can find a stack of them to get to each haunted world, which is fun. Kept going back to old ones to add new ones, and Build Town has all that stuff, so.
This table is very unique, by the way.
Thank you. That's what I was going for, actually. We should point it out. It's not just a table, right, that you just 4 legs on a table. I used curved pieces, and then I put a couple of rectangles to hide the seams and put textures on. And then I made the table attached to this wall, like it was actually really fixed well. But to help support it, I did, the chain. I never did anything like this again, actually. So when I made candles back in the early days, I never made the emitted light not holdable. I think if you made, in early Anyland, if you made something float, it automatically went to holdable. And then you would have to, you would have to uncheck holdable after you had checked float. Boink. Oh, my hands aren't collabable. So the early candles, all of them that I made, I never fixed that. That's funny because you used to always grab them and you knew where to grab them. Nice. So that's fun. One last thing in here is just real quick. Yeah. The slime experiments. Morning slime puddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made the slime potions and you made the cool stuff for it. So, warning living slime. So, warning slime puddle. If you throw this on the ground, it creates a puddle and emits slimes, like we saw outside. And there are a bunch and sometimes they go upside down. Yeah, I don't think they. Initially, they just move where they were emitted, and then I think after a moment or something, they then come at the nearest person. I climbed up. That's cute. So the other one is, this should be, I believe, a big one. A bigger one, not a big one per se.
Yes.
He just kind of there. He jumped. That was fun. You probably see him somewhere else, but he's right on the table here.
Yeah, he's. Yeah.
Oh, and I can tell Oh, nice. Anyway, I can tell with the shadow that hello. Who's a cute big slime? Yes, you are. Anyway, I can tell with the shadow that I didn't tell them to not have shadows, so it was all like dithered.
Right.
So, okay, we can move on. Boom. Just like in the beginning. I guess we'll just... I'm trying to think what's the best way to move on.
To be honest with you, I don't remember much of the overall path.
Oh! Fortunately, I do.
It's been a while.
It has been a long time. You know what? Let's go to this spot. It's closer than I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
We won't go to Crystal Lake. I just want to show this as one of the paths. Like I said, you can tell it's kind of muddy and it's slanted. And we kind of had this idea of being a mudslide that might have been one way, but we didn't. So you come out here, pink crystals. There's a ladder down there. I'm not going to go down there, but that's Crystal Lake right over there. So I'm going to backtrack here real quick. And let's go this way where I said it was going to lead back to where we wanted to be anyway. Assuming we don't get lost. Yes, there are multiple ways to go through here. I already got turned around. Yeah, go that way. You were right.
No, dead end.
Oh, really?
Gotta go left.
No.
They got the next left.
This left?
Or rather...
I think I am in the right spot because there are stairs here. Like brick stairs. Wow, okay, so even I got turned around in my own design. Yes, okay, oh, the waterfall. Okay, yeah, so up here is that pink candle with the spider web where I pointed out that we'd come back to. So here is the particle effect water. This is just a nice little thing, and you can see little water running this way, but there's water up there. What? And it does tie in because down this way we're going to see is the actual waterfall, like the big waterfall. So it just looks really nice because it's one particle effect, but it really looks like dripping water, like a good amount of it. I needed the extra like poof to simulate.
Oh yeah, this is my early days of my particle wrangling.
Yes, wrangling, yeah, and you did it well. So yeah, little hits there, cool. So moving along, this is a large cave area. Got some pillars, but we'll go through here. Okay, so green candle draws your eye, but you might be able to hear the waterfall sound effect this way, right? So you're most likely going to go here first, and then realize it twists this way, and it's very dark, yes. And it twists this way. Interesting. Oh, I got turned around. This is the way to This is the way to the waterfall, and this is what I thought I was about to show. Let's go back to the mushrooms.
What goes that way?
The little glow-in-the-dark mushrooms. It's a dead end. But yeah, here. I just want to show.
This is the dead end.
Yes. So you come in here. And you come in here, and it's very normal and slanted down and tight. And then you come through here, and it's a dead end with some glowing mushrooms. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime I see glowing mushrooms like that, I always think, I did that in the underground. So, yeah, just want to show that. It's a dead end.
There's another dead end up here, though.
Yes, that's where I want to go to because it has the cauldron.
Yeah, spooky stuff.
Yeah, so you come here. The green was to attract you this way. You can just see the cyan crystal and not know what it is in the dark. There are two of them there. Make sure I'm centered. So instead of going this way, as we're going to end up, we're going to go this way where it's more brightly lit. And then, ooh, a blue candle. Oh, a candle I can light. Oh, I feel like I'm on the right path. Blue candles. Ooh, dead ends. This is the dead end I was thinking of. The floating Anylandering with the red cauldron.
Oh, yeah. I think this was pre-sub things.
This
so
was pre-sub things.
You can't move.
Exactly, we would have made
It's
that
sitting there
bob.
completely static.
Just chilling. Yeah, we definitely would have made that bob. It's grabbable. That might be... Like, oh, well, no, it breaks on contact. Oh, cool. Well, you could have used that back at the study to unlock It's not liquid, is it? Wow.
It is.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I hear it. Alright, so this says Ritual of Doom. 1. Trap a spanner or lesser human. Yeah, anyone who spams stuff is definitely a lesser human. Chain to wall. Remove their ring. Nice. Extract life essence. Light blue candles. Enjoy their doom. So it's fun. Lots of fun, because it seems like... Did my light just turn on? Lights on?
Something just turned on.
On my shoulder? Lights
Yeah.
on? Lights off? It'll go off in 30 seconds. Wow. Okay. Yeah, chain them to the wall, remove their ring, enjoy their doom. Yeah. Even the blue. Wow. Alright, let's make our way to the waterfall. And my shoulder light will turn off in a moment. Although it does help illuminate this space. There, it's off.
I imagine it's very, very dark on video.
It's pretty dark. This candle does a torch does the perfect job as it was meant to the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And so here, the waterfall room with a spiral walkway down. Cool. Note, the bar is up there at the top of the waterfall. Yes. And it's well lit because the crystals apparently are giving off light. And the crystals will lead to Crystal Cave, so it's kind of like crystals are showing up before you get to the proper cave. I'm going to go down. Oh, do you have a rope gun handy?
Yes.
Because we're going to show the secret at the top of the waterfall.
Here, I'll use the enchanted.
Ooh, special.
With enhanced effects.
Can you get it? You got it!
First shot.
Nice, good job.
I think there's a bigger area of collision on that because
It's so far away.
Shot.
Yeah. Good call. Good design. So I'm going down. You can actually kind of jump down one tier. But just to demonstrate, that way to Crystal Cave. We're not going there yet. Delco's got the right idea. We're taking a dip. Don't mind the unrealisticness of a torch under the water. You can actually get under the water. Yay! And look. To indicate where you should go, you can see a cyan crystal. So let's go that way. And guess what? You do have to duck for the secret. So I'm ducking. Okay, I'm up. And then... Wow. I don't remember how you're supposed to get up there.
I think it's a timer.
It was climbable or something?
Or rather, it's just
There, you're right.
switch there, right?
Yeah, this is a switch. It was a timer. And the switch is timed too,
Yeah,
so...
and then you gotta climb the rope awkwardly.
Yeah, let's go. Switch done. Oh, I can't get back. There we go.
You
Okay.
I don't think it's a timer.
Ah, the rope's
If it
retracting.
is, I'll get up there.
Okay.
Well, I'll go up here.
Okay.
Fly.
Give me a sec. I'm almost
There
there.
is a switch.
Oh, yeah, if you can get in, you can open it for me if I'm too slow. Oh, no, I'm making it. Okay, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So those are what go down when you flip that switch. So you come here, top of the waterfall. You can see that the water's coming from under there. So kind of without having to do a whole river or a source. You just make it like that. And you come here, and what do you see? It's a bed roll with an Anyland ring. And that's the switch that will get us out of here. And one of the books. How to Job for Dummies. You need this book. You put it in your inventory for later. Oh, there's a little secret. It's us. Do you remember this? I didn't remember the book opened up.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah,
So-
because I read this note down here
Oh, that's right.
on the floor.
I can't stand working for that alchemist anymore. I'm just going to lay low in these caves for a while. At least I have a book with random people in it to keep me company. Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
So-
I read that just a
yeah.
moment ago. I had no idea what I was talking about because I wrote that.
I remember it now.
What random people? I forgot we had the picture.
It's
here.
us.
Obviously, we framed the group picture at the end in later worlds, but it was hidden in this one.
That's right. That's right. All our haunted worlds, you and I always took a picture of the two of us at the world and put
Yes.
it there to show like, hey, it's our celebration. We're done. So with Delco, Emily, and I here, we took it in front of the Fountain of the Adventures Hub. It was just a great, all of us together. That picture I have as a magnet on my fridge
Right.
Because I had won some gift card to some website that does such things. And I was like, you know what? I do have a picture that I'd like to make into a magnet and put on my fridge. So it was us, and it's awesome. So we'll move on.
There you go. Switch demonstration.
That's right. Switch demonstration. Go. Oh, go. Ta-da! All right, now we can go
You just
down.
jump down onto the walkway.
Even better.
In fact, you can probably just get
You
up
can.
from here. Yeah, you can.
I think you can get down to... Nope. No, I'm just
You
going
can
to...
just jump right up to the waterfall ledge.
Right,
You can cheat it.
you totally can. That's true. Love the sound effects make this feel so good.
Oh yeah, my early sound effect work.
Yeah, specialty.
And I think I did the waterfall section as well.
Oh, you did it all. Yeah, you did the whole waterfall.
Yeah.
And just early Anyland, which is cool. There's some extra particle effects for splashing, which is cool. But yeah, sound effects always add to that immersion. Like, Alright, so as we approach the proper crystal cave, there's a walkway, cavern, with cyan crystals giving off lights. Very nice. And we're going to go that way. But first, let's go up this way. Ah, dead end. Smaller crystals, dead end, whatever. That probably got mined out. So, we move in here. And what's that? It looks like water. Oh, yes. Crystal cave. We've got purple, and we've got pink, and we've got cyan crystals. And they're all giving off light. And a little twinkly sound effect. And there's a lake underground. With a secret right there, I can tell. So this leads to that ladder that goes up there that I showed a moment ago. We're going that way. The mouth of the cave looks ominous. With stalactites and stalagmites. Real quick, I guess I'll just show... Oops. That's right. Proper water, you have to see. That's it. So there is a hand. Ha! Yes, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh yeah, very silly.
Nice. So we'd never ever expect it in the water, deep in the underground. Love it. Brilliant. Still fun. Alright, we're going through here. It's kind of well lit with pink. With the we came from cyan, so now we're going to pink. Go deeper and deeper into the underground. Light this candle. Alright, we can go left and right, but it's going to lead to the same spot. But first, can I peek in there?
Probably can.
Okay.
You should be able.
Oh yeah, there's like a cask and some bones.
Oh yes, Cask of Monte Aldo.
That's it. That's it. So.
Yes.
The bones,
The-
ostensibly
yep.
from somebody, getting walled in here, and the one brick. Yeah, that's right. That was your whole classic literature reference. Love it. Okay, so we go this way, and we can go this way. I'm gonna go this way because it's a little wider. Oh yeah, actually, we did this a few times, where
Oh yeah.
it's kind of a doorway, but just with some bars that'll never open, and you can't get through it. And then you can't teleport that way. And you can see, but if I stick my head through, you see the cave goes that way. You can never actually go there. It was just to imply that there's more that you can't get to, as if this place wasn't big enough. Red torch, changing it up. And we're going to go down here, down the long staircase.
Oh yes. Staircase that I made completely by hand before
Yep.
we had autocomplete. You can see it kind of has those waves to it.
Yep, but it looks
Has
great.
a waviness.
It's good. It's great. And we come into this huge cavern area. Huge compared to, where we've been. The
Yeah.
tight caves. Waterfalls coming from these spots that have big, I guess, braziers or something, cauldrons of fire. In
Yeah.
there. And then you can see over here there's a path. There's a doorway and a path and another doorway. We can't get there from here. In fact, I throw the torch down. Bye-bye. You know, I got another torch. It's cool. It's just fun because we're on like a bridge in this big open area. And it's fun because we change up, well, it's dynamic. We change up how you experience what you're going through. Again, red lights, and now there's a spooky red cloud particle effect. I think this one looked different too and had changed into this when the particle effect happened.
It was different. It broke drastically, and I had to fix it, and this is the best I could get.
Okay.
It was originally much more
subtle.
Yeah, I think it was more subtle.
Mm-hmm.
It was it fit the room better. Now it's just kind of a circle.
Yeah, now it's like a big,
but
huge.
I still like this.
Oh, I love it.
I wish we could have used this for something more of our spooky.
In our spooky worlds, for sure. I'm thinking that too, especially with the red lighting. Like, perfect. But it's cool. So we move through here, and now we have another door. Skulls lining it, like, ominous, weird. Okay, open. Mod room with another spot in it. So, fun thing, we're gonna end up there. These kind of loop around, but I want to show this door. First, let's go this way, okay? Oh no! I love that joke. This is the first time we did that joke and came up with it.
Real fake doors.
Real fake doors, you know? So, with all the doors that have the rings that you go through and just having that fall off, and then, like, yeah, no, there's nothing back there because you can't go there. So, it's just a fun way to kind of lock a door and then also have a visual gag and a little interactiveness. So...
Later reiterated
Yep.
in house.
Yeah. In the purple house, I did it on the left side. When you come in, it was on the left side too.
And there's a door that falls, I think. That does.
Oh yeah, downstairs.
Yeah.
Downstairs, like, yeah, actually down the one elevator, and you go past the blood stuff. Right. So we're here. We are going to take that path and not this path. But first, I'm just going to show this path and show that cave color change. We come through here, and things are a little askew with the vines, and then the light and the candle is sideways. And if I come to here and I look down, which is difficult because my body is showing, it's a mod room clearly turned 90 degrees. So, oops. We'll see that from the other side because this whole space branches out. So you come in here and it's like a blacksmith area. So you have molten stuff, so for forging, a proper oven, an anvil, water for cooling your tools, and then back here is one of the other hidden books, a guide to actually fighting me. Love it. So from there we kind of go into this mod room, which you'll see comes back here. So there are swords, knives, daggers on those stands that clearly the alchemist makes. Right? And so need to be on display. You can also light the candles. So we're gonna go that way because it's, in my opinion, the fun way.
Yeah. Or
it's the most interesting way to loop back. So, boxes. Precariously balanced box.
The first ever.
That you ever did. Which became a running thing you've done with all of your boxes.
It's in all of our worlds.
Yes.
At least once.
I even did that in my Doom haunted house, the Doomed Mansion. When I was editing this past summer, I was like, you know what? I want to make a smaller box that's barely hanging on. So, influenced in other ways. Thank you. So, coming through here, this mod room, into this cave. More caves. Coming down. Also note, verticality. Not a lot, but there's enough. Because a flat, straight path all the way through here would have been boring as heck. So there are lots of, inclines, declines, everything. This is a rope bridge. just like the one I first made in Jinx Mansion, and we've kind of reused a few times in our haunted worlds because rope bridges are fun. So we'll kind of go through here. Just like in fact, this is literally the same rope bridge I used in Jinx Mansion. It breaks out when you get near it. You can just skip over that. It's cool. I always liked that a lot. We had the water.
Yeah, sort of a vignette.
Yeah. Water coming down. It pools in that little kind of alcovey thing and then keeps trickling down. Well lit with a single crystal. Oops. Oh, I don't need to be up there. Yeah, I always liked that. It was cool. We come around here. Pillar in the way. We open up to green candles and a purple crystal area. Fun. It's a nice colorful vignette. Go to the opener, more open way. Into a mod room with clutter. Shelves and clutter. Your favorite thing.
Yeah, again, first ever instance
of your
of
clutter.
the shelves and clutter.
Of your famous clutter designs. This is a mod room, but instead of just being a mod room that you run through, we put a shelf this way and a shelf this way and actually a shelf back there. So you have to actually zigzag kind of around. And while you do that, we're going to go that way. But first, we'll go to the warden's office. Wonderful. Another mod
Got a
room.
box of I definitely wouldn't eat that.
Is that what that
Forgot
stuff
about
is?
that.
That's
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't eat that.
it's always fun to name things. Just in case people context laser stuff and our fun jokes and jazz. Yeah, so warden's office. I remember this. It says I'm only writing this so the warden thinks I'm working over and over. Which we reused that in Space Station Ravenswitch in the basically warden's office kind of thing there. A key and a crystal, but it's not a pick-upable key. It's not holdable. So kind of throw people off. They think that they need a key. They don't. No need for the key. Blank scroll. Looks very nice. Oh, yeah, okay. Stock. 3 small to large cages. 1 crate of K crystals. 5 casks of pumpkin juice. 1 small crate of... I wouldn't eat that. 1 small barrel of troll fat for the prisoners. 3 large crates of strontium salts. Things we need: standard torture utilities, more ink oh. Run out of ink. Definitely ran out of ink. Ah, well. And then prisoners: 1 slime cube, 1 skull, very dangerous, and 1 cult member, mostly harmless, which is fun. So we'll move into the proper jail area. We go this way. Yep. Red lighting to make it extra spooky. There's a cage. I used the exact same cage. I pointed it out in Club Confession years later because it's perfect size for a person. Whatever. So here's 1 jail cell. And there's our mostly harmless prisoner. Little goblin dude that you designed after our friend Cabbage, his avatar.
Yeah. It actually just is his avatar.
That's actually his avatar. Oh, okay.
I edited it so he's breathing. But
Sure.
He's been sleeping
That's
here
right.
for the past 7 years.
Oh my god. You can kind of just see his belly breathing. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's subtle.
Yeah. So, I think he shows up in the botanist sanctum maybe later. Maybe? Can't remember. But, yeah.
No spider has a contribution near the botanist sanctum.
True, the skull, right? Now I was just going to point out that, like, the little green goblin dudes are mentioned in the Space Station Ravenswitch, screen.
Right.
And so they totally fit this dungeon delving fantasy vibe, but then they're kind of aliens. So it's cool. We don't need to go around there, but this jelly area, it's just a loop. So the next thing is this jail cell, which is visible from the other side. Now the fun thing with this jail cell, yeah, it's walkable. Yeah, and you can just... So, before the... What was it? Emitted teleporting? Yeah, emitted teleporting was disabled by default, or could be. People could have fun with basically force teleporting someone to another area. which led to the ban guns and the literal ban hammer, which was cool because, if people were misbehaving, you'd pull up the ban hammer, you'd punch in the little code to activate the script, and you'd hit them with it, and it would send them to that crash world. But they probably deserved it. So there were other fun things like that. I always enjoyed the You Are Dead world, where you're in that void with a bunch of skulls and the You Are Dead. Yeah. So I had made a gun that had a sticky that it would hit somebody and it would grow like a glowing orb on them, large, and it would stick on them and it would cover them a lot. So very, 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 very likely, almost so they couldn't help it, they'd end up touching it with their hands because it was on them, and that would teleport them right here. And it was a fun way to like get somebody, in a fun space, not like a crash world or anything like that, but to get them here and they'd be like, what the hell, where am I? And then they could teleport out and they wouldn't have a torch, so it would be dark and spooky. But they were in a little jail cell, so they know what they did and what they got. So then they could explore the underground at their leisure in the dark. So we're going to go that way next. And if you come around, you probably come around. Yep, from there. So another jail cell with a cage, in a cage with a skull. So that's the one you marked as very dangerous, which is the fun joke. A little drip going on. And then over here is the slime cube thing. So, like the other slimes that you've seen already in this world that I made a thing, this guy just looks at you. He just follows you. So that's cool. So we're going to go, behind you this way. Where do we go? We end up here. I love that this comes back over here and your whole design for this. Wonderful. And you're like, yeah, I came here. I was there. So, and now I'm up here. Oh, that's how you get up there. So that was always kind of cool and fun. So you come here, you step around here, step around here. Oh no, this is broken out. Oh dear. I'll step across it. We're safe. Some rocks. I didn't see it happen, but I remember those rocks dropped from the ground. And I could tell it's emitted and stuff. Oh, one of the bracing bits are down. Make it feel scary, so let's run inside this cave. So that was fun. And we'll go around here, we'll go here, we'll go back down, and through here. Okay. Alright, so now we're going down again. Jeez, so much down, which is nice for the verticality and the dynamic heights. We'll come through here, and this is another one of these spaces you can't get in. And I actually made some stalagmites. You can see down that way, which is fun. And then we'll go through here. Oh, my light turned on again. Whatever I said triggered it.
Stalagmites.
Stalagmites? Fun? I don't know. Whatever it is. It's supposed to react to lights on, but...
Yeah, there's something that always triggers a false positive.
Right. But, yeah. Remember when I had the avatar with my eye bat here? And something I used to say made it fly off?
It was, that's fun.
That's fun. That's it. You're right.
Yeah.
Because I used to say, that's fun all the time. Like, oh, that's fun. That's fun. And I think...
Lights on.
Oh, maybe. Or maybe it's just a cane. But, yeah. So the eye bat would fly off my shoulder just straight forward wherever I was looking. And I think he was supposed to trigger when I said something like, eye bat, go, or... I don't remember what it was at all. But yeah, I say that's fun a lot, And so that would trigger it, and it would just like, shoot off randomly when I didn't expect it. So through this cave is kind of larger, and there's a picnic going on. A little martini glass, that's fun. 2 martini glasses. Plates, a picnic basket, and cloth. It's just a nice vignette. That's just nice. Like, oh, that's cool. Two people came here and had a picnic together. So moving along around the flats, we come here, and this is the red light mod room, where I said we wouldn't go because we're not going to. I'm gonna have to brace myself to look straight up. You can see that's where I was looking down, which is weird, but you can actually. It was a one-way.
It's a one-way, yeah.
That's right. These things, when you're looking down, the edges, like the top edges, like that thing, you can stand on, which is cool because you can get down on a couple of hits and then jump down to here. But yeah, you can't go back up that way, so that's fun. And we just like to do like a real weird unreality twist by having a room that's turned 90 degrees but otherwise seems correct. I'm trying to think which way to go. Let's go this way first. We'll backtrack through here, and we'll go to the botanist sanctum that way. So, yeah, it splits, and it's both ways going to lead to the end cave, and that way has more stuff. But I want to show the vignettes here. Got a skull just mounted there, and some variety of wall. And this goes to the same place, but it doesn't. It looks like two paths, but it's another one of those things in the middle. Yay, curved around. And then we'll come out to here. And this is a fun altar, of course, an area. And we'll notice there's an eye bat. This is the first time you see eye bats, and there are more over there. And there's a jar of eyes that all look at you. I was inspired by a similar thing in the movie Stardust, where there's a jar, and all of a sudden the white circles turn around and they're all eyeballs. And then there's one kind of bloody eye that looks like it's being cut up. But it's nice because we got the wooden floor on this altar. I'll light this, why not? And eye bats, which is the tie-in to Raven's Witch, but started here in 2017 spring. So he's there. We'll walk through here, and there's some more eye bats flying around here, just floating. And they are set to look at, so it's fun. And there's another one that flies in and flies around the space. And I know I demonstrated him in the Somethings video I did. So he goes on. So we move on through here. We have lava. Big open lava cave. And it's well lit because the lava's glowing. It's moving in particles. And you can just jump across here and then to here. To the end cave, which we're not going there just yet. Yeah, nice. Alright, I'm going to jump back. Boop. So, I like the idea of there being more lava, deeper as we went. And even though we did a lot of water in the underground too at the very start, I was hoping we would do a lot more lava. I thought that was cool. And now it's extra fun since you know the underground is in an asteroid, that there's lava and water in the asteroid. Ooh, what's going on there? So, back here, I like that. I can get to see you run through. It's fun. We go this way, and there's another space. I'm just kind of in, and we have stalactites and stalagmites, and there are more stalagmites right here. So, kind of got to maneuver around them a little. And we get through here, and now, wall of skulls. A red candle for more. Yeah, so when you get near them, you hear the laughter sound effect. Kind of like one of the skulls was laughing. This is fun. Subtle.
One of them goes red, I think.
Oh, no, yeah.
I could just be misremembering.
Oh, maybe the laughing one goes red when you...
Yeah.
I don't remember either. But yeah, you're right, there was a bonus effect. So you come through here, and we have more caves. That's a botanist sanctum we're going to go to. Let's go this way because we'll show off a different kind of torch, a particle effect torch, which looks silly compared to the later particle effect torches we made.
Yeah,
the ones that
the
look...
reason for this one being like that, I think.
Yes, because it's going to change color.
Yeah, I did something tricky.
Yes, so let's go around.
I don't know what you did.
You did that. I know you did that. I designed this cave, the trick. So we're going around in a... Hey, there you are. It changed color. Alright, let's leave. Oh. Well, you can actually leave through this tiny crack in the wall. But let's go around again. Let's see. Was that? That's there. Okay. And it was pink instead of... Oh, no! We can't turn around. Oh, no. We're stuck. I guess we have to backtrack. Wait, it's not pink anymore. Huh. But, oh, we can't get this way, can we? Yes, you can. You're supposed to squeeze through here to get back out.
Yeah.
So it's just fun to do
Is
that.
it supposed to open?
No, this one's
Just that
permanent.
there's 2 people here.
Yeah.
It's
So
throwing off
the sequence.
Yeah.
Right. So it put you into a spot where you were stuck with a dead end. So you backtrack and you were stuck there. So you backtrack again and you're stuck, and you had to go. Oh yeah, it did just revert, which is fun. And you kind of used that in a way. I think the scripting sort of in the end of Emily's puzzle. Wait.
Yep.
Because
Similar concept, different actual.
excuse right. There's a spot you're not supposed to walk on, otherwise walking on it triggers the wall. So moving along, Spider Kraken gave us that skull so we could add. It's kind of his contribution for us, which was cool, because he's an artist in real life, and so he's actually good at making models. Unlike my squared off rectangular skulls, which I'm happy with, and that was a motif I ran with. But he made what I never would have. So we put him in there on a pedestal, and then we added an eye and some crystals, and we jazzed it up a little bit. So that was fun. Hold on. Wait. I actually don't remember what this cave is.
That goes to the end.
Does it? No, it doesn't. This was a feint. It just loops you right back around. That's why I don't remember it, because we would never ever go there.
This goes to the end.
That goes to the end because you see the crystals.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, so that was just a big loop. I didn't remember because we never go that way. So this is the Sanctum of the Botanist. The Botanist Sanctum. A big cavern. And I like that you can see in because the door is only so big. So we open it up. Oh, that's the hinge. Yay! It's like Morrowind. Wait, no. So, big open cave. We decided to design it with mushrooms. Some mushrooms that light up by doing an emitted light in it that matched it. There is a little stream that runs through here, kind of keeping up with the streams here and there vibe. So there's a nice wooden bridge that you can just walk across or whatever. There's a cabin, and this beanstalk is climbable. I'm just going to climb it to show that it's, again, one of those VR things. It's really cool when you can be up high somewhere and you're given that chance to see things from a new perspective and whatnot. So it is very cool. I can't get down. I can't get down because my body's in the way. I can't see myself. This is silly. Okay, I'm down. That was silly. Let's just show the garden with some things in the fenced-in area, which is fun. Ha! Nice. I know you had a great screenshot of me adding the lights to one of those, and it looks like I'm like an engineer repairing under the hood of a car.
Yeah.
That was funny. So we'll go inside this little cabin you made. Oh, that's right. There is no cabbages goblin. There's a bed for him. That's what it was.
Right.
So, symmetrical rock stacking, which I think if I touch, knocks it over. Yes, very cool. There's a note, and the note says, "My leader claims today will be the day when we will be mentioned in Philip's patch notes. Today will be the day the church will be recognized." So that's extra fun. It was always fun in early Anyland when Philip would push patches and do patch notes where he would credit nicely whoever came up with a new idea that he implemented. So that was always fun too. And then the Church of Philip, which I think we can mention at the end cave because there's something there that ties in. But that was extra fun. I'm going to see if I can... Oh yeah, the couch is in... My real life couch is in the way, so hold on. There we go. Okay, I'm going to jump down here. So underneath is low, and you do have to crouch, which is... So here's a Little Shop of Horrors type monster. His mouth opens up when you get close to him. And then some seeds being planted. Nah, a flebe. Good stuff. So there's the one spider that we say is spooky in the underground. Nothing else is spooky, really. And then here is a crouching spot, which actually I think I'll just get down on my knees to get inside. Whew. Get inside. Oh, yep. Oh, nope, I clipped through it.
You can tell I made this.
Ah, something's off. Okay. I'm going to come back up.
Yeah.
Anyway, in that little cavern is the third hidden book. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's been a while since I've been there. And I'm not great with, being low. That's cool. I guess we'll move on towards the end cave. We covered most of this. This was a really cool space. Being a huge cavern was really cool. Having a cabin in a cavern was always really cool, I thought. And when I did the vines up there, I remember that night because I should have designed it this way and then just rotated the whole thing up. But I was actually up there looking up with my hands up like this, maneuvering it. And I remember that next day my shoulders were killing me. And I was like, what was I thinking? So if we were to ever do something like that, not in the early days, I would have just done it smarter. So moving out of here. And yes, the door is small because it's for the little goblins. Alright, getting through here. Ooh, spooky skull. Get through here. Ah, more crystals. Well lit. I like the bracing here for a mine shaft kind of style. So, there's a little slime dude. Just chilling. I like it. And we come through here. And end cave. Alright. And over here, is where, the lava was. So this is the end cave. You know it's special because look how special it is, right? Multiple colored torches out here on the pillars, kind of leading you that way, which is where we're going to go. Stacks of slime guys, all kind of greeting you towards that stairwell. Lights in the eyes lighting up in the darkness. So that's always fun. And what I want to show is a hidden extra thing. There it is. This guy. That's the scepter of Philip. So, another thing, the Church of Philip was a fun area as a church. Made it out of respect of our great creator, right, Philip? And everyone in the early days respectfully put their avatars in the pews. So it was cool. And I had made the scepter of Philip and then the sword of Scott to represent Scott and Philip's, creations of this world. And I made pedestals for them and little plaques with descriptions. And like the sword of Scott said something like, this is the sword that Scott uses to vanquish any bugs in the code kind of thing. And the scepter of Philip was the legendary artifact that he uses to push lightning fast updates. Yeah, I did say lightning fast because I had an effect on trigger. It does this thunder and it lights up. Anyway, these things, the sword and the scepter, were on the pedestals up on the altar next to the pulpit. And then it was when Philip put the quest feature in, I was like, oh, I have a great idea. So because the Church of Philip was a popular area at the time, also a popular hangout area, but it was very impressive too. It was known and seen. So what I did was I created a new pedestal and I took the scepter out and then I put a note on the pedestal and I created a quest related to it. And the quest said something like, but the note said, oh no, the scepter of Philip has been stolen. It was last seen by some crazy creature running into the underground. So then you could activate the quest. You can come here, grab this, and if you had it in hand, you go to the Church of Philip and you just touch it to the pedestal. It would delete itself and it would complete the quest, which is fun. So I made this little crazy monster guy with 4 arms, kind of worshipping Philip's, thing, and he's got the scepter, and it's in the dark, so he's hard to see. Like, yeah, you can't even see him from here until you approach, and you have to go through the entire underground to get here. So it was definitely a hidden secret and a lot of fun. So that was cool. So I wanted to point that out too. So you come through the end cave, down the stairs to the obvious glowing green thing. And this is what I like to do for teleports. I like to do a teleport frame with an imported image of where you're going to go. I did the same thing in Doom, in my Doom level. It's just, I like it. Since you are going to be displaced and taken away from where you are. Oh, there you are. I like to, before triggering a disorienting effect, I like to, let you know where you're going. So I'm going to go in. Poof. And here I am. And, yep, there you are. And if you turn around, you can't go back. But there's a picture of where you came from. So ostensibly, it would be a two-way thing, but it's not. Because once you get here, you're not supposed to backtrack. So, this is the finale room. Congratulations if you get here. You should get here. Whether through the whole labyrinth or not everyone has gotten here through the labyrinth. They've gotten turned around and accidentally backtracked and got lost. Or if you went through Emily's whole puzzle stuff, you'd end up here too. There's a matching portal frame at the end of her sequence. Simulated pile of gold. Cool. These are the different candles we used. Nice. Just kind of on display. It's us. This is the same image that was in that book. Yes. Right? And so the underground team. Yeah. Nice and big. Mm-hmm. Which is awesome because it's celebratory. Again, like we always did with our Haunted Worlds. It's kind of like, yay, it's us, and we're the ones who made it. That's cool. Credits and staff, which is fun. Main builders, obviously Jinx, Emily, Delco, in our preferred colors. Special thanks to Spider for the skull and Cabbage for his, little avatar. And Link did give us the anvil, yes. So, fun quotes. Arg, we're at the part limit again? Which is totally outdated, but it's still fun. And then Delco used it. Model rooms are the best rooms. And then Emily just left a note for anyone who goes through the puzzle, like, I hope my puzzle wing made you rage. Which is fun. So, here is a staff. Literally a staff. You can take it. It's a staff. Here's our staff. Which, yes, that is a pun. Please save a copy in your inventory as a reward for reaching the end of the underground. May it light your way with the trigger button. Yay. Drop that then. Ignite unlit candles and whack pesky slime creatures. That actually reminds me. Whack pesky slime creatures. The slimes, there was going to be a thing with that sword in the beginning where, yeah, you could kill slimes. And then certain, I think actually this is one of them, the filler spots for the mod rooms. Some certain ones like that you'd be able to smack and actually break out. But then I determined that the part count was absolutely insane when I was making those and making them break out. Because there were going to be secrets, and maybe secret paths too. So we had to eschew that, unfortunately. So this was the reward. It's a staff. Very cool. You hit trigger. The crystal lights up. And you can actually touch it to the candles to light them. So in place of having the actual torch from the beginning, you could use this and show people that you've been to the finale room, because this only exists here. So it was just kind of a nice little fancy reward. Those show up in the world model rooms, of course, but these were your models. Oh, it even says, room models used in the final build by Delco. Were you prototyping?
Yeah, sometimes even combined. These two are combined into one thing.
Right, because that was on the side of this cavern. Totally. This is also the first I remember modeling things before building them, maybe?
Yeah, it was, I started doing it because I had ideas, but I didn't necessarily have the ambition to do the full thing at that point.
Well, yeah.
But,
a lot of work went into this world. So, but yeah,
my learning experience.
Yes, which inspired me, because then I started modeling individual rooms, especially for our haunted stuff. That shows up in the model rooms world. Because that was just Anyland was so great for modeling something real quick at scale, at a small scale. Just get those ideas out so you can visualize them, which is awesome. Let's go just this way. Because, oh no, there's somewhere else to go in the underground? Are you kidding me? Well, not exactly. The underground 2. Well, you know, eventually. That'll be fun, right? These bars would not be here if we ever finished the underground 2. And this would S around. Some of that's actually modeled. The idea was, over there, you would end up on a path with a little drop down. 10 feet, 20 feet tops, whatever you could teleport down to, but intentionally so you couldn't go back up. And then you would have ended up in another corridor that opened up into a big cavern, which is the start of the underground 2. But as you step towards that, it would automatically teleport you to the start of that cavern in the underground 2, which we'll show in our unfinished projects walkthrough video.
Right.
Which will be cool. So that would have been cool. We never did actually finish the underground 2, but that's cool because we had a great start and we had so many things we wanted to do and did. So we didn't ever really need to finish it. Let's show the gift shop by taking the final exit. So the fun thing here, because you're in the finale room, and you can't go anywhere else. So you stand on here and it says, if you went through the puzzles, go back and explore the caverns to get here the other way and vice versa. So you don't have to reset the world at all. In fact, to return to the Adventure Hub, stand on the platform, flip the switch. Cool. So, flip the switch, automatically teleported you behind the bar in the Adventure Hub. Which is super cool, because if you finished this world, and people just arrived, you got there. So let's go to the gift shop. Over there. Make sure I'm centered. Yeah, okay. Gift shop. So I remember when I made this cave, I was thinking our friend Trigshot would join us and make a whole nother wing. But then I think he stopped logging into VR at all. At the same time we were hitting some of the limits, and we decided to just end this world.
Right.
So unfortunately, there would have been a whole nother wing, which probably would have been steampunk and super cool. But we didn't. Instead, we used this cave, reused it, another teleport to the gift shop. Poof, the gift shop. I'm gonna just leave this. Oh, it's clipping on me. Okay. So unrealistic. High tech. So we're in the gift shop, and it's actually 2 mod rooms in red, but it's actually like a gift shop, which is fun. I mean, there are posters. Look. Oops. Oh yeah, you have to keep holding trigger. It's us as a postcard. It's the actual Anyland postcard. I think you imported the one that Philip sent us in the actual mail, which was cool. Teleport potion. I mentioned that before. Self-stirring cauldron toy. Trigger for bubbles. So it changes color. Just makes sound. So toys like you'd find in an actual gift shop. Keychains like you might find in an actual gift shop, right? So we just took different models and then miniaturized them and then put a little keychain kind of thing on them. So that's just fun. Slimy dudes, except these are squeezy slime toys. I always like that because his face gets bigger. And he just kind of, you hit trigger and he squeak. I love it. Okay. Clutter. Probably toy weapons because it's a gift shop. I think that's something you would expect to see. Those t-shirts, Fazzy made us as a surprise because he had made a bunch of t-shirts for his body shop, which then I later emulated this style for the Avatar shop. But he made us these t-shirts as a surprise, and we're like, wow, like merch. I think that might have inspired the gift shop, right? Did he make those before the gift
Probably.
shop? Yeah. So we're like, what? That is so cool because people could actually put these on as their avatar torso and rep the underground, but just merch. It was really cool. So we had that mugs. So these show up in the Adventurers Hub. What else? The placard that just mentions established, opened, and took us 76 days to build. If we go back behind this counter, it's fun because you can see people come in from the teleport and you can see them browsing. This is always fun to hang out in here. A couple other things like the eyeball. The eyeball that follows you, kind of spooky. And then, that's what I was going to show. Did the underground rules again. So for people to actually read, this was what we stuck to when we designed. I'm not going to read them again, but just to show, so people could see the rules that we stuck to as our design rules, and then how long it took, because it was fun. It was a lot of fun, actually. So, let's go back to the Adventures Hub.
Sure.
For an outro. Ooh, nice teleport. Yeah, teleport. Let's see where you actually came from. It's dark because I don't have the... Okay, it's fine. I'm trying to think what's a good... This would be a good spot. It's well lit. And... Yeah. Chill. Yeah, chill here. Because we'll be lit, I think.
Yep.
Let me switch to external point of view. Oh, wait. I gotta switch like this. Yeah. Oh, the flyby from the spawn point. That's fun. My hat is totally... Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. Your hat's on. Merry Christmas. Okay. So anyway, that is the tour of the main path, the labyrinth of the underground. We, again, spent 3 months every night, the three of us, Emily, Delco, and I, building this. It was a fun Project World, the early days of Anyland. Lots of fun. It was unique. I don't know if there's any... Do you have any extra comments?
Not really.
Not really? I mean, we did go through the whole thing and multiple paths, and we didn't cover Emily's puzzle area, but that's for, her to cover if she wants. And, yeah, this had to be archived for Anyland history, for sure, as well as our own history and friendship history. So, have a good evening.